So, yeah, Against the Grain. Very politically driven podcast, okay?
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
Sometimes intentionally.
Most of the time intentionally. Yeah. Just, we talk about a lot of fuck shit, current events, philosophy, video games, pop culture, literally just whatever we want. Like, just a couple of dudes in a room. Right
exactly. We all have
mics.
Very different political beliefs.
I wouldn't say we're that different.
Fun.
I wouldn't say we're that different though either. We all agree that things need to change.
True. That's
enough.
The name of the podcast, Against the Grain. We are all united on that.
Yeah.
But then there are some things that are definitely...
Yeah. Well, how we solve these problems is really what it comes down to.
Exactly.
Right.
That's where
because I think there is a bit of there's a really good dynamic here. I would say you two are like, as far as like main philosophies go, you two are pretty like opposite.
Yeah. I'm Adam. My YouTube channel, separate from this, is Dragon Ring Wars. I pretty much focus on nerd-related content. Although, I'm not going to lie, if you go on there, it's only going to be one video, because life.
Yeah. I
feel
get
you,
that.
brother.
I definitely get that. Yeah.
I'm Billy. You can check me out on 8th Floor Math. It is pretty much just a bunch of math videos with some other videos.
You got one like skit on there.
Yeah. You got a skit. You got a couple shorts on there. I haven't uploaded in a while, but when I develop some more interesting math that I feel like I can communicate effectively to lay people, I will probably upload it there. Yeah.
Danger Day 19. If you want to check me out, kind of do a bit of everything. As we're recording this, I kind of just came back. I just did an Overwatch stream a few days ago. I've had a lot of shit going on. I was gone for like basically 2 years. Job, bunch of shit. Basically, just becoming an adult, right? But a little bit of everything: gaming, skits, rants, even like a little bit of music as well. Billy, what's your main philosophies? Like what's the things you're like most passionate about?
I think that generally speaking, and if you do it in a smart way, the more government, the better. I'm like the opposite of a libertarian. I believe that humanity should one day have a one world government. It's essentially like Earth will become a country, essentially. Or you could even do like the solar system. I don't know.
So you're a globalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is for the future, of course. I don't want to force anything. But I do believe that is where we should strive towards. I think that we need to teach philosophy in school. Giving people the tools to become better thinkers is paramount. And I personally believe one day we should have a one world government.
Well said. Adam, what's your main ideologies?
Well, I'm pretty counter opposite to Billy's. As opposed to being an authoritarian, I'm more of a libertarian / anarchist to a degree. I grew up in a environment where I was dirt broke, 10 years old. My family was homeless. Housing market crash in the early 2000s. I have witnessed nothing but corrupt politicians, corrupt people on Wall Street. I feel that I've lived the life of the people who got screwed the most in this country, and where this country has gone since I was a kid has only gotten worse. We live in a day where our cost of living is worse than it was during the Great Depression. $30,000 in 1980, which was the average salary of a working class person, is now equal to $128,000 due to cost of living and inflation. Things keep progressing. I'm with Billy on that. A lot of it comes down to the fact that the people do not know how to think for themselves, do not stand for anything. If you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. I believe that it is the duty of the American people to unite amongst ourselves. I think race, religion, gender, the things you'll hear me point out throughout this podcast are things that I go out of my way to show how equal we really are in today's age. Everybody has their own issues that unique to them. If you're a woman, I'm a man, I do not have to worry about sexual assault to the degree that a lot of women do. if I'm white, I do not have to deal with cops possibly killing me through a routine traffic stop. But these are all symptoms of kind of a bigger problem, which is, in this country, classism. You'll hear it on a lot of other podcasts. You know, a lot of the podcasts I've seen online are upper middle class people who are very disconnected. Whether it's men and women, if you watch any of them, any of the red pill things, any of the opposite of that, they're upper middle class and they're very disconnected from the way things are. Even the people they interview. If you talk to the average working class person, we're all pretty united on a lot of things, and I want to bring awareness to these things. And so my greater goal is to hold government accountable and to not repeat the mistakes of the past. I believe in downsizing our government, downsizing our involvement. I'm not a globalist. To me, globalism is the modern version of imperialism. I also have oppositional defiance disorder, so when people tell me what to do, I have to do the opposite. It's a problem. It's a problem, even if it's good advice. Like, Adam, you should go do dishes. Well, I was. Not anymore. So I'm a bit of a loner. And my friend group, the guys at this podcast, the guys outside of this podcast, I like to think of us as all kind of equals that kind of are able to sit around the table. There is no alpha. There is no fucking beta. There is no sigma. We're just fucking a bunch of people who know how to work together and cooperate together.
Absolutely.
And that's what I want in this world. We don't need leaders. We don't need followers. We need intelligent people who know how to lead themselves and work together, cooperate. So that's where my brain goes. And when I mean hold government accountable, I mean we need to get 1776 up in this country. That is all.
Right. Very well said. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna follow that, but yeah. I'm Dan. I'm hardcore independent till the day I die. My ideologies are kind of all over the place because of that, but I don't think that, you know, we should have a two-party system in this country. I think that's actually going to be the death of the country. I think that's already kind of starting to become the death of the country. You know, that's literally what George Washington said would happen. Fucking get rid of the electoral college. I think it's bullshit. I think it's some old-timey shit we got to get rid of. Makes zero fucking sense to me. We have the technology for popular vote. I believe that abortion should be, you know, legalized until fucking basically Destiny's point of view, which is like until a fetus is a conscious experience and it's not really alive, you know, it's more of just like an organ. One of the big things that I'm also very passionate about is Board of Education. I think it needs a complete revamp. Needs to not be, you know, because we made the school system to literally put kids into fucking factories, put boys into factories, right? Now I think it needs to be more focused on like creativity, philosophy, you know, that sort of shit. I like guns. I like freedom.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah. I don't think we should have a worldwide government, but I also don't think that we should have zero government. I think both of those are a little like maybe not as thought out, but you know, I learn a lot from these two. I'm 18. I'm young. I'm still like new into politics. I don't have a lot of like strong opinions on things, and these guys kind of help me out, like figuring shit out a lot of time.
He's a good moderator. He's a good moderator for me.
Yeah,
you'll notice that.
I try very hard. There's a lot of times you'll see like, you know, I'll say, oh, you're both right or you're both wrong. You know, I'm trying to,
or you're both right in different ways.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Sometimes me and Billy will argue about things that are. It's like we're technically arguing about different things.
Another thing, innocent until proven guilty. That's a very big thing for me as well.
This is the crew. This is the trio for Against the Grain.
Yeah, hopefully you'll get to know us a lot more, because there's only so much we can really tell about ourselves in a 15-20 minute intro, honestly. Like,
yeah.
So
I think that's pretty good. I think.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Against the Grain.